Welcome everybody to Refrigerator Nights. I'm Conperani, and I'm going to be playing It Moves. As you can see behind me, you can see the brilliant, amazing... Sorry. Anyway, I am in level 3, factorized, which means that I'll probably have to do math. I want to go backward. I want to go home. The door is firmly shut. Well, firmly open it up. Banner on the long pole. It's too old and torn to make out details. Looks like an eye. A huge skull. No shit, Sherlock. This is some weird ass shit right here. Yeah, keep blinking at me. You look like a Halloween decoration. I'd put you on my front lawn. So I'm gonna do with... Okay, this is a rule for me now. I'm gonna start shit-talking every single thing that's gonna try and scare me in every horror game ever. Oh, look, a pentagram. No, that's a... It's not a pentagram, that's a... Wait. Jesus. I know this. It's not a pentagram, it's a pentagram? No. Okay, anyway. I hope they actually used the correct term for this. What's it? Oh, hello! What's this thing? Some kind of machine. It looks like a giant goddamn ant. It's going backwards. Is that what I'm supposed to do? What's this thing? I thought I already got out of the labyrinth. You can't just put me back in. I'll touch every single chain I want to! Okay, oh. Tabbed out there. Anyway. Huh. You're not giving me much, man. I'm in that old factory. You probably took me in my sleep. Is this like some sort of altar thing? Some kind of altar? Yeah, I just said, is that an altar thing? You're a smart kid. So smart. Okay. Is this a map? Want to run that by me again? Picture AT. Huh, actually I didn't notice. Why are some of the... A picture of the... Why are some of the letters bolded? Picture some kind of green... are those the mountains that you had back at your house? I guess not. How are you? I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you? I'm good. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm not freaking out. I just don't really like closed spaces like this. Oh, hey. I better touch this button. Hey, Chucky. Oh no, it's E.T. Oh no, it's one of those Chinese mask things. What kind of cutscene was that? Oh, hey. That's the thing that popped up. What's this? Looks like the lights are... huh. So this kid's been traveling. He knows about airports. Huh. Alright. I'll buy it. Wait a minute. Airports? 7 letters? -1? 6 letters? I don't know. Oh, hey look, I'm flooding the entire room because we can all die now! Yay! Okay. That's some nice SFX you got there. Real nice. Okay, do I just stand here? Wait for my some kind of, yes, I know it's an altar. What do I do? Do I just keep flipping switches? Is that it? Why don't you get a job? Know how a real man works. Not that I know. Anyway. I know I'm supposed to go over there, but I need to find a lever, and I don't see any levers around here, man. You gotta search harder? Is that it? You're trying to tell me that I need to work harder? Jesus Christ, is that a giant heart? Yo, don't do that. Hey, Mr. Pumpkinhead. Can I call you Potato Head? Guess so. Someone's bumping beats outside and it scared the shit out of me. It's like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh, calm down, man. What's this thing do? Yes, they are lights on the airport. I'm actually getting pretty far in this game. I managed to find all the switches. I haven't died yet, unless that's not part of the game. What am I supposed to do? Oh, you're gonna keep screaming in the background. Good for me. Does it look like I give a shit? Oh. Okay. Okay. I look like I'm going through time. This game is just really... It's not scary, it's just really weird. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant. Yeah, how I pronounce words today. Jesus Christ, I do not know how to talk today. I don't know why. Or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the darkness, alone, terrified, aware of the rotten change. A thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of what my heart beat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk. That word. A word which had sent me into exile, filtered up through my consciousness. Dick butt. No, breaking free from all repression, grasping for air, screaming, etching, carving itself into my mind. Dude, you should go to poetry night down at the bar. It's amazing. You'd be amazing there. Ghost. Ah, come on, man. It's not dick butt. You're disappointing me. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaping from the thing below. I could imagine his chest rising and falling with each... Ghosts don't need to breathe. They're dead. I shuddered in hope beyond all hope that it was something I'll hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay as that previous night in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all for it but the perverted... Right, okay, he hasn't done anything to you yet. He, she, it hasn't... They, it, I don't know. They haven't done anything to you yet. You don't get to decide if it's perverted yet, unless it's like, yeah, you know that you need to turn on the light, man. As did my unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a different way than before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. And for the thing that lay there in the darkness, that thing seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Do not cry for him! Okay. Do not cry! Okay. It labored breathing had become louder. Okay, now the screen is starting to shake. Now I got it. Like a belly dance. Anyway, Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slates. No, there's no slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears, a fear which mere words cannot relate to you, or anything else coursed through your veins. This reminds me, I actually read something about like about a way to repel ghosts and other sorts of monsters. It's a bit NSFW. Anyway, I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination that turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slates which my mattress sat on. Okay. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. It's your brother playing a very bad prank on you. Probably. That's what I would have thought. Actually, now this reminds me. I'll tell you guys in probably another video. Then, with the great force, it prodded angrily between the two slates into the mattress. Although through the padding it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. It let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the below bunker replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Okay, now you can call it perverted because he's been poking you like this. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket. Okay, from the wall as the frame scraped along it backwards and forwards. Once again, I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring, as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course, she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over again. Ghost? Nightmare. Ah. Ghost! Get the fenton thermos! We're going out on a trip! This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seeming unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. But more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. The room where the light from outside did not sit right. Alone with that thing. Okay, the bolded letters probably spell something, but I haven't been noticing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had to come to realize that for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I am sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. That's like me. Actually, no. I'm like a really light sleeper, sort of. I'm like a middle. Like, I wake up when I want to, but then if I don't want to wake up, I just... Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Chapter 4. Anger Overload. Okay. Save? Of course. Looks like this was made on the RPG Maker, too. The painted glass depicts some religious man, I guess. A hook hangs from... A piece of meat hangs to dry from it. Hey, jerky! Earthquake? This is like the new version of Binding of Isaac or something. What's this thing? Depicts a scene from the Bible. I think that's I've never read the Bible, so I don't know. Okay. This is just goddamn disturbing. Jesus Christ. Another one. This kid has a really big imagination. Jesus Christ. Oh, you acknowledge the pool, but you don't see the giant head floating. Jesus. Wow, this kid, this is like some really weird background. Hey, cool. Did that come from me, or did that come from the game? I can't tell, because I know I can make that noise too. Why are there so many cats down here? Oh no! No! I keep thinking that's coming from me, because I know I can make those noises, and Jesus. Huh. Looks like I'm stuck down here. Is that you, Diddy? Let me out, man. Hoo-ha! 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 Okay. Looks like I'm dead! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Oh, okay. I'm having flashbacks to Alice Madness Returns, to all those little minigame sequences where I have to play as the doll head. Do they close their mouth if I walk backward? No, I don't. No, they don't. That's just disturbing, man. Hmm? Huh. I've already been here before. I can't walk backward. Might as well just go forward. This is just like an endless tunnel. Baby faces staring at me. That's weird, man. Real weird. Not cool. Not cool. Baby noises. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's not good. It's not good. It's disturbing. I hear knocking. Is this some sort of symbolism for, why is John McCain a baby and why is he chasing me? Okay, okay. 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 Okay, this is not... I actually took a test and it said I could beat up 50 babies before I get tired. Oh, I finally got off the bed? Wait a minute, what? My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying to keep her in the best community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved to her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided she would stay with us. As much as I loved my grandmother, I felt nothing but anguish at her illness. To this day, I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure from protecting me from the full horror of the thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bedsheets and mattress from the lower bunk. removing all the slats and placing the old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs which were kept in the cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. Jesus Christ, why's your mom just cycling? Like, oh, I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable. But I would be damned if it gave that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing when my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. While my mother was not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came and I was drifted off to dream. I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all.